I've just celebrated my 20th birthday and I thought that I would share with you 20 things that I have learned, since apparently I'm very wise now. Stay till the end to hear the most important thing that I wish somebody had told me when I was growing up. Number 1, I can't just wing it like I used to. Unfortunately, life comes with a lot of planning, and I can't just wing my life anymore. I actually have to think about the future, which is very annoying. Number 2, that you should do things in your own time, not when people tell you that you should. It's a common thing for people to put pressure on you and tell you that you should be achieving certain things at certain times in your life, and honestly, it's just not true. As long as that you are achieving what you want to achieve when you want to achieve it, who's to say that that is wrong? Number 3, nobody actually cares what you do. It's a common thing that everyone thinks that people are judging them for certain things and what they're doing, and in hindsight, no one actually cares. No one's really caring about what you're doing. They're more focused on what they're doing themselves and their lives to actually put that much thought into yours. Number 4, I am the problem occasionally, but don't tell my boyfriend. Number 5, you don't actually have to have your life figured out to be doing well. A lot of people are successful in the things that they're doing currently and they have no idea what they're going to go on to do in the future, and that is okay. As long as you're doing okay in what you're doing right now, there's nothing stopping you. Number 6, being alone isn't the same as being lonely. I know that there's a lot of feelings and things involved when you're alone, especially if you don't enjoy being alone, and it makes you feel incredibly lonely, and it's just your mind playing tricks on you because you're not actually lonely. You have loads of people around you, and just because you're alone in this specific moment doesn't mean that you don't have these people around you when you need them. Number 7, I'm not low maintenance, I just sometimes forget my needs. This is like a really important one because I feel like there's a lot of things around being low maintenance and that being glorified, and I think it's not actually a thing. Everybody needs things, everybody has needs that they have to have accomplished to feel loved and to feel like their life is whole, and I think you just sometimes forget those, and it's not asking for too much to ask for your needs. Number 8, being in a relationship isn't hard, the situation is. I know this is quite controversial and a lot of people might think otherwise, but the relationship, if you're in the right relationship, won't be hard, it won't be difficult, it shouldn't be difficult. It's the situations that you're both put in that makes it difficult. Communicating around things, financial struggles, these sorts of things are the difficult situation, and as long as you have a good, tight relationship, that shouldn't be affected. Obviously you can communicate with each other and work around it together, but the situation is the hardest part, not actually the relationship. Number 9, I buy planners like they're going to fix me. They don't. Number 10, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. I think there's a lot of things around what you're actually doing, and it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. If you say hi to somebody, if you say it happily, it's going to come across in a positive way and they're going to think positively about the encounter. But if you're like, hi, they're not going to think that about you. So it's about how you do something rather than what you do. Number 11, taking the actual photo is better than taking aesthetic posed ones. I know everybody loves to take aesthetic posed photos to post on social media, but I think the actual nice positive memories are captured on the unaesthetic photos because you're capturing the raw moment that has happened, and I think they tend to be the ones that I cherish the most. Number 12, it's okay if your dreams change. I've had so many dreams throughout my 20 years of living, and that is okay. It's okay to have goals and then decide that you don't want to pursue them anymore and they don't align with what you want to do. We grow as individuals, things changed, situations change, and that is okay. It's okay if you change your mind. Things aren't set in stone, And we have so many opportunities in life, so seize them. Do what you want to do in that moment, because you're not going to be able to change that, and you're never going to be the age that you are in that moment, so you might as well do what you're wanting to do in that time. Number 13, being dramatic is a coping mechanism. Just let me feel my feelings, okay? Number 14, having closer but fewer friends is better than having loads that you're not close to. I think it's really important to know that you have those few friends that you can go to if you're ever in a struggle, and they'll do anything for you, rather than having a bunch of pointless friendships. It's not about the popularity. As you get older, you don't really care about that anymore. Or at least that's what I've found. It's much nicer to have a few friends that you can go to and you know that they'll support you. Number 15, joy is often found in the simple moments. I know that it's often portrayed that the situation has to be really dramatic, really drastic for joy to happen, but I think just a simple conversation, you can find so much joy in that. And sometimes it's a lot more meaningful and sticks with you more, rather than a situation that's been constructed together to create that joy feeling. I think sometimes in the simple moments you can feel happier. Number 16, you don't have to prove your struggles to get support. If you're surrounded by the right people that care about you enough, just telling them that you have a struggle should be enough for them to support you and to help you through that time. You don't have to prove that you're going through that thing or that it's really causing you that much struggle. And some people struggle with smaller things compared to people who are struggling with big things, and sometimes a small thing can create more of a struggle than a big thing, and that is okay. And I think there's a lot of thing around having smaller struggles and that not being okay, and in actual fact it's perfectly normal to struggle over small things, and you don't have to prove that you are struggling to get support. Number 17, some people are supposed to be a book, not a series. There's a lot of thing around people being a chapter, not a book, and I think that's a portrayal of the smaller time frames, but you could have years with somebody and then them suddenly not be in your life, and that can feel so much more detrimental to yourself than having somebody who was there for a few months. And I think that looking at it from a broader perspective, it's okay. It's just meant to be that way. Your life is so long, and I'm 20 and it's only a small fraction of my age that I'm going to be, and although it seems like a large number, it's actually not in the grand scheme of life. And so if I've had somebody in my life for this time, that's only a small portion of my actual life. So it's okay to have somebody be in your life for say 5 years and then them not be there anymore, and that is okay. They're a book, not a series. Number 18, the way that you talk to yourself matters more than you think. I'm very guilty for having such negative talk to myself, and it definitely matters how I feel about myself more than if I was to talk positive about myself. Number 19, it's okay to outgrow yourself. We are constantly growing and adapting to different trends, different things that are popular, and it's okay to outgrow who you used to be. It's okay to completely change as a person. We're all growing. You could have been a reserved person growing up, and then suddenly you could outgrow that and become really outgoing, and that is okay. You don't have to explain yourself to people and feel tied down by the old you. It's okay. We're all growing, we're all adapting to life and finding ourselves, and it's completely normal. Number 20, and the one that I find has impacted me the most, is that you are becoming the person that your younger self needed. I think this is so important to understand. You felt a certain way when you were younger, and you're growing to become what you needed because you have naturally missed out on that, so you want to put that into other people's lives. And I think it's so important to understand that. And it's just something that I find quite interesting, and I've realised, looking back at my childhood and then who I am now, it's definitely someone that I would want around me growing up. So that is everything that I have learned at 20. It's crazy how things change so quickly and so much, and I am honestly so grateful for this chapter in my life. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of this journey. I hope that you continue to be a part of my journey through my 20s. And yeah, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye guys. Welcome to my 20s! Make sure to check out my latest video and subscribe for more content.